Dear students, in this class, let us understand the concepts toxicity, LC50 and LD50 in environmental toxicology. Toxicity. Toxicity is the extent to which something is poisonous or harmful. So we say it's a common term. We say this is a toxic substance. So that is the measure for a poison or a chemical, how much poison this is, or else how much harmful this is. So it is toxicity is the measure of the poisoning strength of a chemical. So the chemical means anything. You can see it is the toxicity measures for whatever the chemicals those are released into the market in the pharmacy field, or else in the medicine field, or else to the it is the pesticides, or else industrial compounds, or all these whatever the chemicals that is released into the market or is released into the environment, one has to measure the toxicity level of that particular chemical. So how adversely it is affecting the human health, or else the health of the organisms present in the ecosystem. So that is what you can see about the toxicity of the chemicals. So chemicals with low toxicity require large amounts to cause the poisoning. The chemicals with high toxicity only need a very small dose to cause poisoning. So it is a branch of toxicology. There are toxicologists are there, and they use experimental animals, laboratory animals, to test whether a small or large dose of a particular chemical cause toxicity. So whatever the chemical those are coming in the market, it may be any cream what you are using, or any it is a cosmetics, or else it is the toothpaste, or any the chemicals, drugs, medicines, pesticides, all these you can see they are tried on experimental animals, and they fix the toxicity level of that particular chemical. So this thereby there will be a caution will be there whether it is toxic or not. You should see the label of any chemical, and you should see the warnings, that is that particular drug or cosmetics is having on its cover. So how it is working, the toxicity. So the toxicity level, that is it will be toxic material will be taken to the exposure. It may be in the workplace, or else it may be anywhere. Then it is going into the system or the living system through the skin, it get absorbed, or through the lungs when it is inhaled, or else along with the food it is taken to the gastrointestinal tract. Then what is the step 3 is what is the amount of the dosage absorbed and get into the circulation. So based on that toxic action, you will see the toxic effect. These are the you can see the 3 levels of exposure. Then you can see once it is absorbed, it is the toxic action going to start. So the toxic action, you will feel it will be mild toxic action, or else it may be detrimental, or it may cause the death of the animal or the person. So the toxicity is the effect of a certain chemical or an individual on an individual depends on the dose, the amount of the chemical. So the relationship between the dose of the chemical and the response, it is dose response curve, which shows the relationship between the dose of a chemical and the response of an individual for a toxicant or a chemical. So it is called dose response curve. So for any chemical which is released into the market, the toxicologist, they are testing on the laboratory animals, and they have this dose response curve. So this is the dose response curve. In this you will find this is the dosage as it is increased. This is the increase in the response. So at lower dosage there will be no response or very minimum response. then there will be threshold level. So in this you can see the adverse effect going to start. There is a, in this level there is no response up to this dose. For example, it may be 5 mg of a drug, there will be no response. The response, adverse response going to start at 5 mg. This is called threshold level. Then the response start increasing, right? So this is, you can see at higher level of the higher doses the response increases, and it may be later detrimental. So this curve is a sigmoid curve, S shape curve. Okay, this the lethal doses in humans determined for many substances by testing on animals, whether it is a lethal dose or killing dose. This will be determined by this dose response curve. So dose response curve normally is sigmoid curve. The most of the toxicant, small doses are not toxic. That's what I said. It is not toxic. The point which toxicity first appears is known as the threshold level. From that point, the curve increases with the higher doses. So you will find these are the terms with respect to the toxicity. The highest doses at which no toxic effects were identified, this is called NOAEL, or no observed adverse effect level, because adverse effect starts from the threshold level. Before that, you can see this is the highest amount of the dose where no adverse effect is observed. This is called no observed adverse effect level, NOAEL. Okay, then the adverse effects start appearing in the threshold level. This is the threshold level. Then the highest observed, you can see the effect, that is the lowest observed adverse effect, that is called LOEL. So these are the terms to fix the dose of a chemical or the medicine. So the NOAEL, LOEL, threshold level. So this is what you can see. Dose response curve, the NOAEL occurs at 10 mg for example, and the LOEL occurs at 18 mg. Just imagine. So what you can see, the highest level, highest adverse effect can be appeared at the lowest, the amount of drug will be 18 mg. So this is called the lowest observed adverse effect level, LOEL. Okay, so these are the terms that are used in the risk management to assess the chemical or a drug or a pesticide. All these you should see these terms in the prescribed in the label in any chemical. So what is acute toxicity and chronic toxicity? That these terms. The acute toxicity, the harmful effects caused by one-time sudden exposure. One-time sudden high exposure to a chemicals or a gas. So it is called acute toxicity. Inhalation of high concentration of acid vapor causes serious burns on the mouth and airways, leading to the lung damage. So this is called acute toxicity. The one-time high exposure to a chemical, that toxicity called the acute toxicity. Chronic toxicity, the harmful effects caused by long-term exposure to a toxicant. Chronic toxicity appears after repeated exposure to a toxicant for many years. For example, cigarette smoke. So the person is exposed to the cigarette smoke for many years, 20 years or 30 years. So that may lead to the lung damage. So this is what you can see, the chronic toxicity. So it is the small dosage of exposure for a longer duration going to be crucial for a person, that is called chronic toxicity. So these are the terms you should be aware of in the toxicology. Now LD50, the lethal dose 50 is the amount of the material given all at once causes the death of the 50% of the experimental animal, testing animals. So this is, you also see this, what is the LD50 for a chemical. The LD50 means the dose administered will bring the 50% death of the the testing animal. If 10 mg is administered to the 10 animals, in that concentration the the 5 animals going to die, then it is called LD. The 10 mg is the LD50 value of that particular chemical. So LD50, lethal dose 50, is one way to measure the short term poisoning potential or acute toxicity of a material. So this is what you can see. So it can bring the 50% of the population going to die in that concentration. This is called LD50. So LD50 of a chemical for like 5 mg per kg is very highly toxic, whereas if the LD50 value is about 1000 mg per kg, it is practically no toxic. It is not at all toxic. So LD50 will be it is only for the non-lethal toxic effect of the toxicant. It is not going to be expressed. It is expressed only with the toxicity for a small exposure level. Toxicologists most often testing on the rats or the mice to find out LD50 value. So the higher the LD50 is the less toxic, lower the LD50 is the more toxic. Not like that. It is the LD50 value always, it is the amount of the chemical administered or injected. It is and the smaller dose can cause the death of the 50% of the population. That's what LD50. So for the smaller animals, it will be expressed in terms of so much of mg per 100 gram of body weight. Or bigger animals, like bigger experimental animals, for example, it is for the rabbit, it has to be like this amount of this mg per kg of the bigger testing animals. It may be rabbit, dogs, cats, all this, whatever the chemicals, cosmetics released before the release into the market, it will be tested the first in the laboratory test animals. It may be rat, rabbit, or else dogs, cats and all. So it is you can see, and they calculate the LD50 value, So this determination of LD50 is required for chemicals that has to be released into the market, and it gives the measure of the toxicity of that particular chemical. A dose that causes 50% of a population to exhibit a significant response. The LD50 gives the lethality, what is the percentage of killing, the amount of required for the killing. For example, 5 mg per kg body weight will kill the 50% of the population. Then another, you can see 1 mg may bring some adverse effect. You can see it may bring hair loss, 50% of the population affected, adverse effect. So this also will be there in the any chemical or the released into the market. It is called the ED50. That is the significant response, such as hair loss or skin rashes. In some drug you may so it is ED50 is 1 mg. 1 mg taken at a time may bring some allergic reaction for 50% of the population. So this all there in the labels you should see in the chemical. Next, another term, the lethal concentration or 50. So lethal dose 50 and lethal concentration 50. You have to be careful. So lethal concentration is the concentration of a toxicant in the surrounding medium which produces 50% of mortality of a exposed organism. For example, if some industrial effluent having some heavy metals or else some toxic element released into the water body, so you can't measure what is the dose taken by a fish. So there what is how to express the toxic effect or toxicity in that particular the pollutant. You have to see that what is the amount required to kill the 50% of the population. So that is what you can see, the lethal concentration of the toxicant which bring 50% mortality. So in certain cases the test organism exposed to a chemical in the air or else in the water, that's what I have given. The exact amount of the chemical which enters the body of the organism which brings the response is not known. So LD50 can be calculated by administering, by feeding the animal with the particular dose, or else injecting the animal with a particular dose, and we can calculate what is the lethal dose required to bring the killing of 50% population. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ lethal concentration andre the amount of the chemical present in the air or else in the water that can bring the killing of the 50% population. So here you will find the 8 fishes in this aquarium. So when it is 300 mg, it can able to abolish or kill the 50% of the population. So the lethal concentration or LC50 will be 300 mg. So here the effect of chemical on an individual depends on the concentration in the medium. The relationship is termed as concentration response relationship. In the LD50, that is the dose response relationship. Here concentration response relationship. What is the difference between LD50 and LC50? LD50 is a single dose of a chemical that when fed or administered to the test animal which kill 50% of the animals. If 10 animals are administered or injected, 5 animals going to die. This is what LD50. LC means lethal concentration. LC50 is the concentration of the chemical in the air or the water that can kill 50% of the animals with a single exposure. So this is very good measure for the chemicals that released to the aquaculture pond or to the river. So you will find what is the concentration, lethal concentration required to kill the 50% of the population. So the LD50 toxicity test in the aquaculture useful to predict what is the toxic amount of that particular chemical or the pollutant. So these are all the terms used in toxicology. LD50, ED50. LD50 is the median lethal dose, that is the dose that kills 50% of the population. LC50, median lethal concentration that brings the killing of 50% of the population. So ED50, median effect to dose concentration, that is the dose required to bring defined effect in the 50% of the population likewise. So what is the difference between LD50 and LC50? So it is the LD, D refer for dosage. So the amount of the dosage that is required to bring the 50% death in the on exposure. LC means lethal concentration, C means the concentration. So the concentration required to cause 50% deaths when exposed to a population. So lethal dose, lethal concentration. So it is lethal dose for any substance. So lethal concentration, it is the toxicity in a water or the air. Then it will be expressed, LD50 will be expressed mg per body weight, kilogram or gram. This one LC50, this will be expressed in terms of cc in the air, mg per cc, or else in terms of the mg per ppm, that is the concentration in the water. It is expressed in terms of parts per milliliter, ppm. So you have to be very careful here afterwards whenever you are using a compound chemical for your personal use or else for your agricultural field or crop field or any household pesticides and all. You should see these caution labels. These caution labels are very important. They express what is the LD level value, how much it is poison. If it is a very highly poison, it is a red mark, and you can see it is the highly toxic, then yellow mark, moderately toxic, blue, likewise you can see. So you have to read the label and see this. So there is a database in the internet and you can visit these databases in the internet to see the LD50 value, LC50 value, toxicity threshold, all these for various chemicals we are get exposed day to day basis. So that you can check in this website. So dear students, the best way to avoid a pesticide poisoning is a protect yourself by reading the label that is present on the box or else on the can. Then while using a pesticide, it may be in your house or else to the agricultural field, wear personal protective equipment. You know now what is PPE, so that you can minimize the exposure to the pesticide. Thank you.